As I promised, we are back for this new section. If you followed our previous post, you see how we talk about the materials we need, the equipment, also some safety precautions. We also spoke about how to use the hydrometer, the necessary skills we need in making a very nice and standard soap. So today we are going to put everything we spoke about into practice, right? Okay, let's begin. First of all, we dilute our sodium caustic soda. All right. So we remember we said we add caustic soda to water, not vice versa, in my last video. Meanwhile, we're going to measure things up. Measurement is very precise. I hope it's on 0. Measurement is very important. Let's make everything snappy because of time and other things. Let's measure. Today we're going to measure 20 grams of caustic soda. 20 grams of caustic soda. A very minute amount. Okay, this is 20 grams. Okay, we now measure 150 grams of water. H2O in secondary school times. Let's say H2O. This 150. Alright, we now gradually pour it. You see how it will start bringing out foams. That is if you will be able to see it from the camera. So I think we will add water to it. It will explode. It's very dangerous. So we now add it to water. Careful. Take this back. Okay. We now mix it until it's clear. It gets clear. We mix it thoroughly until it's clear. I think it's now getting more clear, right? Very hot. It's very hot. So if you so wish, you will just mix it and keep it for 24 hours before the milk production. If you wish, you just start off with it like that. Okay. Let's now do the main thing. That is having a very proper density. We measured 150 grams of water and 20 grams of caustic soda. So you have to check the density on your hydrometer. I hope you see it. We're making a bar soap. So what did you see? It is on this reading between 12252 to 1250, and we need it to be on 1275. So what this means now is either we are adding more water or we are adding more caustic soda, right? Okay, let's check the reading again. So it's on 1250. So we've taken note of that. Let's add a little water to see what will happen. Either it will get to where we want it to be, or it will shift more. We'll add a little drop of water. We'll also mix it until it gets mixed properly. It's well mixed. Let's check it again to see what we have. Oof. Careful. One of the reasons why we need to have everything on ground, especially our hand glove. This is accident. Take it back. now measure it. So if we observe, it is now on 1 2. It's now on 1225. It has risen up again a little bit, so that means we're going to add a little bit of caustic soda to it until we have our balance. Just a little pinch and mix thoroughly. You keep stirring until you get mixed. Okay, let's now check the reading again. We want it to be on the first green line. Make sure your hydrometer must be floating. It's floating already. It needs more caustic soda. We'll add more caustic soda. Let's add a little pinch. We just want to have what we want. You now stir again. Let me still remind us, caustic soda is very corrosive. It can burn your skin, so you handle it with care. It's only corrosive when it is on its raw form, but when already used in soap, it has no any more power. Okay, let's see what we have here. It's getting there. We just need to add a little more of caustic soda and we are done. Softly. Alright, let's stir it one more time. I hope this time around we'll get it. Okay, let's check what we have here. We're there. Get me that up. Let me clean the tube up so that it will be more clear for us, visible. It's already on the greener position, just where we need it to be, at 1275. Can you see it? Hope it's clear now. 1275. All right, that is that. And we just need 100 grams of this. Well, let me say, yes, let's use 100 grams of it. We need 100 grams of it. All right, so let's pour it here so that later on we now measure it. We've taken the reading for this now. Let's bring in water again. Let's have 150. That's to get our caustic soda. Sorry, soda ash. So soda ash is always half the ratio. Let me give us the ratio. Let me give us the ratio. Our oil to caustic soda ratio is 2:1. That means if we are using 200 grams of caustic soda, 200 grams of oil, you now be using what, 100 grams of caustic soda. We'll put it together. Let's take for these two. Let's mix it up. The main thing now is to get the ingredient properly. Let's take thoroughly. So, and the caustic soda to soda ash ratio is also 2:1. It means if we're using 100 grams of caustic soda, our soda ash will now be what? 50 grams. That's right. As I said earlier, soda ash is just to add more quantity to it. Meanwhile, the reading, wow, you get it 1275 perfectly at the dot. So no wahala. So that is being done also. Okay, let's now have the quantities we need so that we now start making use of them. We say we're going to use 50. These are our calibrations. This is 100 and this is 50 before the 100. So this, we need 50 of it. I don't know whether you've seen it, but make sure you're measuring exactly 50 of it. This is the 50. So this is just what we need for soda ash. So let's pour the excess here and now keep this aside. Now keep it aside. It will be here. Don't forget, this is our soda and caustic soda. So we need 100 grams of this. 100 grams of this. That is 50 for soda ash, and this for caustic soda we now need 100 grams of it. Let's check our calibration. This is on 100 grams. So we'll now also pour the excess here so that we have no space. This is the excess. This is the main 100 grams. This is 50 grams for soda ash, caustic soda. So we'll now get our PKO. So we said it's also 2:1 PKO to caustic soda. This is our caustic soda, palm kernel oil. All caustic soda is commonly used in bar soap making. So that means now we need 200 grams of this. Since we added, we're going to mix it with 100 grams of what? Soda ash, caustic soda. So it's 2:1. So this will now give us 200 grams. So this is our 200 milliliter. I've been using grams instead of milliliter. So these are 200 milliliter. These are 200 milliliter. Keep it aside. So this is our mixer. So when making our soap, the first thing to do is after getting all your measurements, you now put your oil inside the mixer. So you add other components to your oil, just as you added caustic soda to water. When you're mixing caustic soda, also you mix it to your oil. Let's get our mold ready, steady. Alright, there are some times we'll be using. Okay, we have our own colorants. We don't forget all these things. We have our silicate. We have our borax. So the colorant now, let's fetch a little of it. Just a little to our desire. Just a little, a pinch. We dilute it to our soda ash. Okay. We just need a pinch. Keep it there. So our borax and the silicate will be added in subsequent moments when our production is going. So this is our 200 grams milliliter of oil, and we're not going to start our production as promised. All right, this is our fragrant. we'll bring everything we need very close so that we don't forget anything. So we are good to be going. Let me raise this. Are we set? Yes. Use these two. Alright, so the main soap is your oil and the caustic soda. That is your main soap. The ratio is 2:1. If for instance you are making use of 1 kg of oil, that's palm kernel oil, you now be using 500 grams of caustic soda. All right, you now use 500 grams of caustic soda. That means if you are using 2 kg of oil, you now be using 1 kg of caustic soda. These are our main soap. Let's start and we'll see the reaction. Meanwhile, there's something we need to talk about, a term I'll be using, which is called trace. Trace is that moment, or let me say the process, or let me say it can be a process in which all your soap and your base and acid are being mixed together and form a soap. It will get to a trace. I'll show you how trace is. Okay, let's start. We'll mix thoroughly. Hope you're seeing it. You start seeing the reaction quickly. Are you seeing how your soap is being made already? Look at how it's sticking up. Look at it. Soap is already being formed. So now add up your soda ash quickly. Add up your soda ash. There's no time. Our silicate is also ready. Our borax is ready. Okay, borax. Just need a pinch of it. And mix our silicates. We also have some drop. Keep on stirring. So now we have our fragrance. For this class, we're going to use vanilla. Also pour your desire. You mix thoroughly. If not, you will not be putting in your mold. You see how the color is already starting forming. Very beautiful color. Okay, so trace. What we mean by trace? Please bring it closer. Trace is when you mix and you do this, you raise the stick up, you see traces on it, you drop, you see a drop leaving a trace on the surface. Did you see it? So this is a trace. Did you see it? That's a trace. So when it gets to a trace and you don't see any form of oil or water in it, it means it's well mixed. You now pour it into your mold. Everything is set. If you don't pour it in time, it will not be a smooth. It will not have a smooth finish. So our target was actually to make the same rubber we had before, the same thing we're having now. So you see our finished product. This is our finished soap. So we now allow it to cure. When it's cured for some hours, let's say 3 hours, to see what we have. Let's allow it to cure. Come back to it to see what we actually have. Stay tuned. Alright, we're back. As you can see, this is our beautiful mesh soap, and it's pink. The pink we applied is curing. This is about an hour already. It's already cured. It's already cured. So it means it has a very quick hardening property and it will last long. That is just what it implies. I wish this is a bathing soap. We would have just made a bathing soap with this color. What a beautiful color! I think it's even more beautiful than our previous soap, right? It's more beautiful than our previous soap. Okay, let's see how many grams it weighs. It's on zero. It's about 300 grams, right? About 320 grams. Let's just say 300 grams. 300 grams of soap. Okay, let's give a recap of what we've done so far. To make a bar soap or any soap, we'll set the ratio, jot it down if you need to. Oil to caustic soda ratio is 2:1, which means if you are using 2 kg of caustic soda, 2 kg of caustic soda, you are using 1 kg of lye, that is diluted caustic soda. Diluted caustic soda, not the raw caustic soda. The already diluted one that you've already tested the pH and is okay. So the diluted one we now use 1 ratio out of the 2 ratio. 2 kg, 1 kg. If it is 1 kg, then this will be 500 grams. And the ratio for caustic soda, which is sodium hydroxide to soda ash, is also 2:1. 1 kg of this will now use half kg of this, which is 500 grams of soda ash for a proper and a very good soap. So that is a major recap of what we did here. And in our next class, or let me say yes, next class, we'll talk about how to produce a toilet soap and a medicated soap. I told you this one was a medicated soap from the last class. So it will talk about toilet soap and a medicated soap. What you need to add up to your soap to give you a medicated soap or a toilet soap. So stay tuned with us. Please try to subscribe, share our videos, and like it also. Thank you very much.